Howdy fellas, I hope your week's been going well. Finally got a little cool spell here, a little much needed rain. Kind of nice outside today. Still a little damp. With the 200th anniversary of the Hawken Brothers shop opening in St. Louis in 1825, and as well as this week, Kibler Long Rifles has introduced their Hawken kit. So it's going to be a fine looking kit. I think about the lowest price I saw was $1,275 plus the lock, which is $200 something. But at any rate, they're taking orders on now. Probably take a little while to get it shipped out to you. Thought you might like to know that though. I'm going to feature a gun today that I showed before many moons ago, not too long after I first started this channel. It is a Hawken rifle. This is a Western Arms Jedediah Smith Commemorative rifle. It's a 32-inch long barrel, 54 caliber percussion rifle. It's a pretty hefty gun. I'd say it weighs at least 10 pounds, which the old Hawkens weigh quite a bit as well. Understanding Kibler's 45 calibers, he's trimmed it down a little bit, and it's going to weigh in about 8 1/4 pounds, but be a little bit lighter than this. And I believe, if I remember right, I measured it one time. I think this thing is 15/16 across the flat, so it's darn near an inch. This is unloaded, by the way, an inch across the flats of that muzzle. I've heard a lot of people online say that they're 53 caliber, even though they're marked 54. This particular one, I've never had a problem loading a 530 round ball down it. I would rather the ball be a little bit tight than loose anyway, but be that as it may, I've never had any problem. Now, the Western Arms Corporation got sued by Winchester, and they wound up going out of business, and I think they came back as the Allen Firearms later on, and I think even that ceased to exist in about 1987. So this gun was probably made early 80s, something like that. I don't know for sure. I found this in a pawn shop of all places at a good price, and as people would do back in the days before they were inlines, they would drill and tap the barrel on a muzzleloader, which is just ungodly to me. They would drill and tap the barrel, an octagon barrel, put a scope mount on it, and you can be able to see in the video, he didn't bent the hammer. And they also, up here at the ramrod entry pipe, they whittled out right there where they put one of those clamp-on swivel clamps, and they also drilled a hole back here for the swivel stud back here. I looked at it, and I think the price was $250, something like this. It was in the late 80s. And I thought, well, I don't like the idea that they took a commemorative rifle and drilled and tapped it and done all that stuff to it, but you know what, that ain't a bad price for that Hawken. I want it. Of course, the Hawken craze was still kind of in vogue back then. So I brought it home, immediately took the scope off of it and cleaned it up real good, and I've hunted several times with it and shot a couple of deer with it. It's a heavy rifle to carry in the woods, but it's just a nice looking old Hawken gun. Even though I prefer flintlocks now, still got a little soft spot in my heart for the Hawken gun. I'm thinking maybe the later Allen Firearms Hawkens, marked Santa Fe Hawkens, may have actually been 53 caliber. I don't know. Like I said, I've never had no problem loading a 530 round ball down this one. So the gun might be well worn. Who knows? You can tell it's got some wear from being carried right there. I don't think that was intentionally put that way in the factory. Some of these guns were made by Uberti in Italy. I think some of them were made here. All this one tells me Santa Fe, New Mexico. I don't see anything on it, or never seen anything on it that I found says anything about being made by Uberti, Pedersoli, and anybody else. But it's probably one of the truer copies of a Hawken out there. I believe they actually may have took the dimensions somewhat off a museum copy of a Santa Fe Hawken when they built the prototype for this. But be that as may, some of you may know more about it than I do. I'm not saying I know everything, because I sure don't. But I thought that might be of interest of you, and it's been 11 years since I showed this rifle. I thought, heck, I'll show it again. So, appreciate you watching. God bless you. Sometimes you get the bear. Sometimes the bear gets you. Keep your powder dry. Mind your top knot, Bill.